Om. Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Bhadram Karnebhih Shrunuyama Devaah. Bhadram Pashyemakshabhiryajatraah. Sthirairangaiस्तुष्टुवागं सस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्ददातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ. O Lord, please bless us from with the good health. May all our body and different parts of the body be in a healthy condition. May we see good things. May we hear good things. And may we do good things. Oh, peace, peace, peace. Dear devotees, if you remember the previous class, we were discussing about the Pranastuti actually. Pranastuti means the glorification or the praising of the Prana Shakti, cosmic Prana Shakti, or the cosmic energy. Now, whatever we see, the matter, the matter is nothing but the grosser manifestation of the energy. And every one of us, we have got energy. And in every animal, in everything, it has got its own energy. Water has its own force. We are carried over by the water current, or any being or anything. That force and that water also has got energy in the form of H2O. We all know that. So that energy has been praised here. Because of that, human beings have come into existence. Our beings have come into existence. The movement of the planets, the movement of the solar system, or the movement of the constellations, and all the activities, either in the micro level or macro level, that is all because of this energy. And this Hiranyagarbha, the Vedas are using that word common noun or a proper noun called Hiranyagarbha, which is the source of energy, by which the entire creation is running. From the unmanifested state, it came to manifested state, and it is continuing for some time. And at some point of time, it may goes to unmanifested state again. And again, after some time, in due course of time, again it will come to manifested state. Even this circle, the power of manifestation, the power of sustenance, and the power of dissolution, and everything is being taken care by this Hiranyagarbha or the cosmic Prana Shakti. So that's why it has been praised. They used in a form of a story to make us understand. Here, one is the importance of the cosmic power. Cosmic Prana Shakti can be understood. The first takeaway message from here. And the second one is every action, every act is a sacred one. There is nothing called secular. Everything is sacred. Everything is spiritual. This is one of the important message we can understand from these shlokas. The third important one is this can be used as a means for the meditation. In the olden days, they used to meditate on the Prana Shakti. So by doing if you know Mundaka Upanishad, there karma pradhana, the karma yoga or selfless action has been praised there. And here upasana, different type of meditation techniques has been prescribed by praising the power, the nature and all. By doing both, our mind becomes subtle and fittest instrument to experience the consciousness, to understand the consciousness. For an example, this Tuesday, I was taking a class on Dakshinamurti Stotra for a group. There I was discussing about the existence-ness, or the satta or sat, or pure existence. One or two people, participants were new. They, after hearing the talk, they said, Swamiji, you spoke so beautifully. It is so nice, but we didn't understand anything. Why? It went above head. Existence itself, the word existence itself is difficult to comprehend, and you are speaking of existence in itself, or the pure existence, which is very subtle, which is very rare, and which is difficult to comprehend. I said, yes, at the beginning you will feel that. You should keep on hearing and studying, you will get into it. So when we keep on reading, discussing, hearing, our mind gets soaked in these Vedantic ideas, and we'll be able to understand. That's the one thing. And the mind becomes more and more purer, more and more tuned, matured. Then we'll be able to understand and comprehend and experience the subtle truths and experience the self. For that, we have to prepare our body and mind. So all these Upanishads are giving the tools for us to prepare our mind. How? One is through meditation, the other is selfless action, other is removal of ignorance. Today, a devotee had come, and he was saying, after hearing the Aprokshanubhuti lectures, I was shocked. I was under shock. Why? He himself is a doctor. And he was saying that till now I was thinking I means I am so and so. I am with a body and mind and with my traits, with character and with a personality and etc. But after hearing Aprokshanubhuti talks, I understand I means the self, not this body and mind and so-called personality. I was under a shock. Till now, 30 years, whatever I was thinking, what is right, which is right, that has gone down, upside down now. I'm under a shock. Now I'm thinking, what should I do now? So then I told what you should do and etc. So like that, our ignorance also will be removed from these things. So this is the efficacy and this is the uniqueness or the benefit by reading. We get these benefits from reading the Upanishads. So now the prana stuti, the praising of the prana has been seen. Earlier, if you remember the story goes like this, simply very interesting and funny also. So there was a talk between the 5 sense organs of knowledge and the prana also. The eye sense organ said, I'm very important because most of the knowledge you get through this eye, without the eye, you cannot see the world. The world becomes bland, black, everything. So I'm very important. Then others didn't agree. Then the eye went out. Means it stopped functioning for 1 year. It took a leave for 1 year, but still a being or a living being continued to exist. Then similarly, ear, nose, tongue, skin, everyone took the leave, but still the human being or the being existed. When the prana was about to leave, then all the even sense organs were pulled out because of the prana. When prana halted, then they also halted. Then all of them understood the importance and the greatness, uniqueness of the prana. So they all started praising. So we have seen from the 5th verse onwards the praise of the prana. So now that continues. Now this prana, the praise of prana is at the micro level we are seeing. After 1 or 2 slokas, again it will be seen at the macro level. So now the prana stuti, the praising of the prana or cosmic energy at the micro level is being continued or is being discussed. Now by that we can understand the energy part, how with externally we are seeing the matter, but behind the matter, how there is an energy, which is like a fuel which is working. So will our understanding will become better. That's one thing. And it is also an idea or a suggestion for us how one can meditate ourselves on the energy, on the mind. When we say how, for example, we have put a light now because of the evening, darkness. And that light, how? Because there is electric energy. Can you see it? No. Only if you touch their light or electric wire, you will get a shock and you can experience and you can infer. But it is not, but it cannot be seen. And the same energy can be inferred many times. Sometimes can be seen, can be inferred. And that can be meditated on upon it, and it can be made fit our mind so that we can comprehend the Atman or the Brahman. प्रजापतिश्चरसि गर्भे त्वमेव प्रतिजायसे तुभ्यं प्राण प्रजाः प्रजास्त्वमा बलिं हरन्ति यः प्राणै प्रतितिष्ठसि. Now, the Rishi is telling, the Guru is telling that, oh my dear, because of the Prana Shakti, the cosmic prana in the micro form, because of that, even mother, the what do you say, the embryo, in the embryo, the cell enters and it gets conceived, mother gets conceived, and the what do you say, the baby grows and the baby comes out. And even this prana in the form of a sperm, in the form of ovary, in the male and female also exists. And in the birth, after the birth, when the child comes, that is also the function of the prana. So, and whatever the movements you are seeing, whatever this creation and all other things you are seeing, everything is because of the function of the prana. That is what the overall meaning of this sloka. Now let us try to understand. So because of this prana shakti, because of this energy in the mother's womb, another organism or another being, another living being, human being in the humans is being created. That's why in the Sanskrit, the being is called prani. Any living being, either it is an animal or a bird or a reptile or a mammal or a human being, everyone is called prani. Why? Because all living beings has come from prana. That's why it is called prani. But in vernacular languages in India, prani is sometimes generally it is said as animal. But in Sanskrit, prani means it is not animal, it is a living being. Because we are, all of us, we have come out from the prana, from that energy. Okay. Now, so that prana shakti in the form of creative power is there in the mother and father also. When we say God is the creator, so God doesn't create individual beings. God doesn't create the individual things. For an example, if I have to start a company, I have to work, I have to think, and I have to discuss with people, and every paperwork I have to do. If I'm a standalone director, then I have to see so many things. Like for an example, accounts I have to see. I may employ someone, but I have to get it done all that individually. So like that, when the God creates the world, he doesn't do everything individually, part by part or bit by bit. He starts that machine and it takes care of itself. Now every day, so many beings have been created. Animals, birds, different type of phylums from the zoology angle, if you take, and human beings are created. All are been created by God. How? This prana shakti, but the medium is what? Through the parent. The donkey is giving birth to one more donkey. Dog is giving birth to one more dog. Cow is giving birth to one more cow. Human beings are giving birth to, human being is giving birth to another being. So that energy, the power of creation, the energy which is confined to power of creation has been inherited, has been put or has been given to the every being. So the beings are creating the other beings, similar beings. So the God is not directly involved here. That means everything is sacred. The birth and death is also sacred. Why? Because the God has kept this energy, and because of that, beings are being created. So everything is sacred, nothing is secular. So Prajapati, so who is doing all these activities? Who has kept this energy? Who is the source of all these activities? If you ask, that is cosmic prana, cosmic energy, that is being known Prajapati. So the Prajapati, the Lord of all creatures, the cosmic energy, Charasi, Garbhe, one who moves as the power of creation, creative power, generating power in the womb. either in the form of a sperm in the father, in the form of ovary in the mother, and afterwards in the mother's womb also. Tvameva pratijayase. You alone are born resembling the parents. Tvameva. You are the Hiranyagarbha, the Pranashakti. You alone has born in the form of offsprings resembling the parents. Now, donkey cannot give birth to monkey. Monkey cannot give birth to the fox. Fox cannot give birth to the tiger. Why? Because the same beings has to come, isn't it? Now, how these things are created, if you ask, because of the parents. And the parents can create their own, their own species. So pratijayase means it is only resembling the same species, resembling the parents. So the Pranashakti himself has been born as offspring resembling the parents, which we all know that. Tubhyam prana, tubhyam prana, hey prana, you are prajasi. Prajasi means you are the different beings. And how to understand? For example, there is a thread and you have added different type of pearls, different type of beads, different type of pearls or different type of beads has been added. And when you see that necklace or the garland, we see only the pearls or the beads, but we don't see the thread. But thread is the uniting factor which is holding all the beads or the threads, or the pearls. If the thread gets broken, then what happens? All the beads and the pearls gets, just it will fall and it gets split or it goes here and there. But the thread is not seen, but thread is the adhara, support for all them keeping united. So similarly, this Hiranyagarbha or this prana, the cosmic energy, is the source for in the form of sperm, in the form of ovary, and in the form of the mother's womb, the production of the offspring, and also as the offspring comes as a child, as the little ones, even that is also the prana only. So everything is divine. That's what we have to understand. Okay. Ima balim haranti. But now if prana has left the body, prana has left the organism, what happens? Then we call he is dead, she is dead, it is dead. In the dead body, what happens? Atma has left the body? No. Atma will be there in the body, in the dead body also. Then why it has been declared as dead? Because the prana has moved away from that. Prana has departed from that particular being. That's why he may be president, ex-president or the president. He may be well decorated. That body may be well decorated, but it is called dead body, and we don't give much importance or value to that much because the prana is no more. By this, one can understand the importance of the prana. Okay. Prana, hey prana, O prana, tubhyam, to you alone, imaha prajaha, all these creatures, means from animals, from reptiles, mammals, unicellular organisms, multicellular organisms, to the human beings, or every living being basically, balim haranti, they carry offerings, they carry the presents. Now, if you see the olden days, for an example, there used to be emperor, and emperor has got so many feudatory kings, landlords are kings, and whenever they come, they come with the gifts. For an example, there's an annual festival, or there's a marriage, or there's an event, some special event. All of them come with the special gifts, and they say, "Oh, dear Lord, dear King, my emperor, please accept our gifts." So all the emperors of different small kingdoms and the landlords, they bring the gifts and give to the presents. They present the gifts to the emperor. So similarly, every being, everyone and every being is giving the gift for you. Again, it is a symbolical usage. What does it mean? How? How everyone is carrying, every being is carrying the gift and offerings for you. How? Yah pranaihi. Yah pranaihi. Yah pranahi, in the third line of that verse, you will say, means in the form of sense organs. Now, your eyes are seeing my picture here. That means it is taking the food called the picture of a Swami Shantivratananda. It has been produced. It has been taken and offered. Means every action of the sense organs is been considered as offering to the prana. That means of every act, I'm hearing, I'm seeing, I am eating, I'm feeling hot and cold, or I'm feeling soft and hard, or I'm having taste, I'm hearing a music, I'm seeing something, I'm smelling. Every act is an offering to that cosmic principle called prana hiranyagarbha. That means every action is spiritual, nothing is secular. What a great idea from this we can take, understand. Because aham vaishvanaro bhutva, whatever is there, everything has been offering. That's where when we start our food, we tell the mantra, Brahmarpanam, Brahmahavihi, Brahmagno, Brahmanavutam, Brahmaiva tena gantavyam, Brahma karma samadhina. Brahmarpanam. The act of offering is what even the Brahman. For example, you are sitting and you are eating. So you are eating. The act of eating is what Brahman. Brahma vihi. Now you are eating couscous or the vegetable salad, fruit salad or rice or lentils, fish, meat or whatever. The food. Food is also Brahman. Brahmagno. When you eat the food, you get digested. How it has been digested? Who is crushing there? Who is grinding there? Is there any grinding machine in our body, in our stomach? No. There is a form of fire. It is a form of fire called Vaishvanara. He is grinding our food and he is sending the energy to our different parts of the body. So even that fire is also Brahman. Brahmagno Brahmanavutam. So even the act of offering, I am taking the food and I am putting into mouth. That act of offering, it is an act of offering. That is also Brahman. Brahmaiva tena gantavyam. So whatever is left out and whatever is been offered inside, everything is Brahman. Brahma karma samadhina. Everything ends in the Brahman. That means what? Even our eating food, we eat for taste sometimes. It should not be. Eating for the sustenance of the body can be taken. Our eating is also a sacrifice as a spiritual act. I sit for meditation. It is very spiritual. It is very divine act. So similarly, taking the food, consuming the food is also very divine act. That's where traditionally, in olden days, and especially in India, while eating food, we were asked not to talk too much. And nowadays, unfortunately, we keep on seeing TV, seeing the internet or a WhatsApp or a Reels and talking something, and we eat. And what we have eaten, we don't know most of the time. So external eating, body has taken care. Okay. Ahara means it is not only external food. Whatever you take from your sense organs, everything is what ahara, food. I am seeing something. You are seeing watching a movie. That is also food. You are hearing a music, pop music, good music, bad music, or whatever. That is also food. You are having some smell, good smell, bad smell, or whatever. That is also food offering to the Lord, isn't it? So you should be careful. Whatever you feed, however you feed, that's how your personality, character, conduct gets formed. So while eating the food, they used to tell you think with consume the food with the good ideas. One is with mindfulness, and apart from that, think some good ideas, do the prayer, or think some good ideas, noble ideas, and eat. That becomes your part and parcel of your life. Otherwise, so yeah, pranahi means the sense organs, they bring the offerings to this prana. Pratitishtasī. And pratitishtasī means the prana resides in every sense organ. Here, prana resides in every sense organ means now every sense organ is doing an activity. Eyes are seeing, ears are hearing, nose is smelling, tongue is tasting, and skin is feeling that activities. To do any activity, we need energy. And that energy is what the prana. So the prana is giving energy to every sense organ. As a result, in turn, the energies are giving offering. In turn, the energies are presenting the gifts to the master or to the person who is giving the energy in the form of the activities. That means every part of your body. So there is a physiologically, there is a muscle, there is a bone, marrow, tissue, and some dirty things and pus and all other things from physiologically. From spiritual angle, everything is divine. Because the prana shakti, cosmic power itself is manifesting in all these forms. That is what we have to understand. So every activity is an offering to the God. So we have to understand. Now, very interestingly, it reminds me a story. When Girish Chandra Ghosh, a devotee was there. A devotee who is a chain smoker and used to consume liquor so much so that he says, if I keep one after above the bottles, the wine bottles, then it surpasses the height of the Mount Everest. Means so much he used to consume the liquor. Now he wanted to get rid of it. So Sri Ramakrishna gives a wonderful plan. We have to be a bit careful in this, no doubt. He says, if you want to control, it is not possible in one day, most of us, otherwise you need a tremendous willpower. Then what to do? Slowly try to reduce, bit by bit, one thing. And while taking, offer that liquor to the God or Divine Mother and say that I am taking this as a prasad. Then slowly, your common act will be turning into the worship. Then even you'll be able to get rid of these desires, he says. And so Girish Chandra Ghosh, he literally follows it, and he was able to get out from that. I mean, it is a very, what do you say, unusual activity, no doubt, but people can get out from this. So every act can be taken as an offering. If we really practice it, believe and practice it, yes, from any bad habit or anything we can come out. So here, the whole activity, how one can spiritualize our every moment has been told here, the underlining meaning. I am eating, I'm sleeping, I'm drinking, I'm seeing, I'm hearing. Everything is what? Offering to the prana shakti. Either mechanical action or reflexive action or analytical action or I'm thinking, working, everything is an offering to the Lord. So spiritualizing every moment. Today I was watering the plants. More than half an hour it took. At some point of time, my mind was thinking, oh, if the rain would have come, it would have been easy. There was no necessity of my watering the plants. I am watering the plants. Oh, is it a waste of time? The mind was thinking. The other part of my mind said, oh, why? Because you are watering the plants, it is an act of sacrifice. It is an act of offering to the God. So why should you think that it is a waste of time? It is an worship. So think as a worship. So every act can be converted into worship. So there will be no more difference between your meditation and cleaning work or cooking work or any business. But it starts with work and worship. Then work as worship. Then work is worship. So how to spiritualize everyday life? For that, the Rishi has been given beautiful ideas. Because every act is nothing but the offering to the cosmic power called Prana Shakti. Okay, we will see the next sloka now. Devanamasi Vannitamaha Pitrunam Pratamasvadha Rushinam Charitam Satyam Atharvangirasamasi. So again, the praise of the prana has been continued in the micro level, even in the 8th verse also. So here, the prana has been praised as the divine carrier, divine courier person of the offerings. For whom? To the different celestial beings, gods, and forefathers, and all. Now, according to this Vedic tradition, now when we give the offerings to the different gods and goddesses, or different celestial beings in the sacrifice, for example, the Agni is the courier man. For example, we have got different type of couriers here. DPD is there, for an example, and Blue Dot courier is there and all. So the more and more you pay, generally they do the work professionally, very fast and all. Then the money you pay less, sometimes they can be a bit late, and sometimes here and there, very rarely, you will miss the courier also. You will miss the things, then you have to put a complaint or you can raise an issue. Then they will try to trace and put the things proper. Sometimes nothing possible, and they will ask sorry. So the amount of problem and mistakes can be there in all these things. But this Agni, who is a celestial being, he's a courier man. You want to send a gift to the Lord Indra. You say, Indra, yes, Swaha, I am giving this offering to the Indra. Then Agni Deva takes and he gives, oh Indra, you have got a gift. Please take from such and such a person. Prajapataye Swaha, this offering is to Prajapati, this gift is to Prajapati. He goes and gives to the Prajapati. Say, Indra, Rudra, Swaha. Oh Rudra, you have got a gift. Please take it. So like that, he does his service, courier service. If you give Agnaye Swaha, oh Agni, this gift is for you. Then he says, oh, it is for me. I'm happy. Okay, I will keep with me. So Indra is a courier boy, a courier person. And the act he does so diligently, the mistake is 0%, nil actually. Okay, keeping this, we will try to understand. Devanam asi vannitamaha. Asi means you are, you. You means who? Prana or Hiranyagarbha, cosmic. Devanam vannitamaha means you are the most sacred fire god among the celestial beings. Now, who is the fire god? Agni. And who is this Agni? Prana himself. The Prana Shakti, the cosmic power himself, is manifesting in the form of Prana, in the form of Agni. So, Devanam Vannitamaha means you are the most sacred fire god among the celestial beings. Okay. And he, as a messenger, and all I told already, he is a messenger. He takes the offerings which we do to the different gods and goddesses. Not only that, he takes even to the forefathers. According to the Vedic tradition, our forefathers will live in the world called Pitruloka. And it has been presided by different deities. So when we do any offerings, to our forefathers, the Agnideva takes them and he gives, oh my dear, your son or your daughter or your family people they have presented some gifts. Please take it in the form of energy they will give. Now, for an example, I offer a chocolate. Do you mean that the Agni literally he will take the chocolate and will give to my forefather, grandfather? No. There he gives the in form of essence, in the form of energy. And interestingly, how beautiful our culture is. Many times it is in a Sanskrit, we don't understand. In any special event, in Vedic tradition, we have to do thanksgiving for our forefathers. That is called Nandi Shraddha. It is a technical term, you need not to bother. For example, I am doing a naming ceremony. I am doing a naming ceremony for my boy or for my child, for my boy or girl. So while doing before that, we do Nandi Shraddha. In the Nandi Shraddha, there are so many things. One is thanksgiving to our forefathers. Oh, father, grandfather, great grandfather. So because of you, our family lineage has been continued. Because of you, we're all doing good. So please accept our gift, our present, and please bless us. So let this function be with full of success. Let this be free from all the difficulties and troubles, and please bless us. So may we live happily. So thanksgiving for our forefathers is a very important thing. Now the question may come whether they are living or not, because they might, Hindus in India or in a Vedic religion, we believe in a rebirth, regeneration. Then if he or she has taken a different body, different new life, then what happens to them? So according to the tradition, they say there's a presiding deity for that. And when we give, it goes to the presiding deity, and the presiding deity gives to the respective beings. And to go to that presiding deity, the Agni Deva goes and gives. Basically, we are paying our respect. We are showing our gratitude. We are showing our thanks to our forefathers. So Pitruna Pratama Svadha. Not only you carry the offerings to the different deities, different celestial beings, different gods and goddesses. Gods and goddesses means small g. Then Pitruna, even you take to our forefathers also. Pratama Svadha. And we give the first offering to our forefathers before starting any function. Pratama, at the beginning of any event. Also naming ceremony, housewarming ceremony, naming ceremony, or the marriage. Of course, death will be there. In the death ceremony, we do that. In the marriage also. Why? Even the monastics, monks, when we take a monastic vows, before taking monastic vows, we do Shraddha, death ceremony we make. And while doing, we invite all our forefathers. And we say, we are taking the monastic life. Afterwards, henceforth, we will not be able to do this. Please accept our offerings. Bless us. Don't trouble us. Please bless us and don't trouble us. We are taking the righteous path. We are taking the best life. So even we do that. So that is called Pitru Yagna. So Pratama, Pitrunam Pratama Svadha. Now, Rushinam Charitam. So, this is important word. Now, Rushi. Now, who is this Rushi? Rushi means actually, because of when we see the films and the movies and the documentaries, a person who has got a long beard, who is wearing a akar robe, and who is living in the forest, who is eating the fruits and the roots and etc. So these are all images or the view we get from about the Rushi. No, they are none of them. The word Rushi comes from the root called Rush. Rush means to know. So Rushi means one who is the seeker of truth. Or in the layman's language, if you want me to say, Rushi means scientist, either in the materialistic field or in the spiritual field. So he is searching for the truth. That is the general meaning of the Rushi. Now, so why do we need teacher? We have to understand. You will get it now. Now here, Rushinam Charitam, Satyam. Satyam Charitam means right conduct. Rushinam. So here Rushi means not that spiritual seeker or the empirical seeker, nor the scientist. Here Rushi means here sense organs. So that's where we have to, that's where we'll say, why do we need a guru teacher? Because that's where Sanskrit words are, so it has got so many different type of meanings. Sometimes we get missed, we get carried over. That's why we need teachers. So here Rushina means among the sense organs. Why? Because sense organs are called Rushis. Because through sense organs, we come to know things. Because of the eye, I'm able to see the world, different colors, different things and all. Because of the ear, I'm able to hear the music. So because of them, we are knowing the sense objects and all, isn't it? So from that angle, point, the sense objects are called Rushina. Okay, so Rushina means here the sense organs. Then Satyam Charitam, right conduct, right action. So the senses should do right action only. The right action has been told generally. So just generic way is it has been told by Upanishads. So what we means to understand, what we have to understand from here, we have to perform good actions, righteous actions, moral actions all the time. Be good, do good, see good. This is of the whole of religion. Swami Vivekananda says. So we have to be righteous. So that is Satyam Charitam. Okay. Satyam Charitam. Angirasa. Angirasam again. Angirasam means again it is sense organs only. So Rushinam Charitam Satyam Angirasam means the sense organs should perform properly. They should do right conduct. They should behave in a right way. We should do only right conduct. And the power, energy behind all these things, who is that? That Prana Shakti only. Okay. So then Atharva. Atharva means that is the another meaning of the prana. So one more synonym or another title, another name for the prana is what? Atharva. So Atharva Angirasa. Angirasa means again it is the different parts or the essence of the body or the limbs of the body. So again, all the activities, if you last two slokas, if you see physical activities, mental activities, ethical, moral, spiritual, emotional activities, everything are nothing but offering to the Lord, offering to the Hiranyagarbha, offering to that cosmic energy. So one has to be careful and one has to do in the form of as a offering. So every work is what? Yagna. Yagna means what? It is an offering to the Lord. So everything is spiritual. So in the other way, it is everything is what? The manifestation of the divinity. In Swami Vivekananda's language, if you ask me, it is nothing but the manifestation of the Prana Shakti or the divinity. Now, from the 9th verse onwards, the cosmic power, the Prana Shakti or Hiranyagarbha has been praised at the level of macro level. Till now, from the 5th to 8th verse. 8th verse, it was at the micro level. The power and the activities of the Prana Shakti, the micro level has been explained and he has been praised. The Prana Shakti has been praised. From the 9th to 12th, the next few 3-4 slokas has been, it is also Pranastuti, the praise of the Prana only, but it is the activities of the Prana at the macro level what it is, and by mentioning the activities, different activities of the Prana Shakti at the macro level, we are also praising him. And by praising, we are also seeking the blessings of the Prana Shakti. So that let us be happy, let us be cheerful, let us do our activities properly, and let us Experience the truth. Let us see the truth. Let us experience the truth. Let us see the God ourselves, or let us experience the God, or experience the self, or experience the truth. That is the whole of idea behind this Prashna Upabishad. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Shri Rama Krishna Arpanamastu.